You feel warm blood on your hands, but it will not stop flowing. The woman beneath you is dying, and there is nothing you can do. Her newborn cries in the corner, alive because of you, but the mother's eyes are already beginning to close. This is the 13th century. You are a midwife, and tonight you will lose someone. But let me take you back to where it all began. You are standing in a dim chamber, lit only by tallow candles that sputter and hiss, their weak flames casting shadows that dance across rough stone walls. The air is thick with the smell of sweat, blood, and burning herbs. A woman lies before you on a straw-filled mattress, her face twisted in agony, her screams echoing through the narrow room. This is your world. You are a midwife in the year 1347, and tonight, everything you know will be tested. Tonight, a birth will go terribly, irreversibly wrong. Your name is Margery, and you have brought 32 children into this world. 32 tiny slippery bodies pulled from darkness into light. 32 mothers who survived because of your hands, your knowledge, your prayers. But you also remember the 3 who did not survive. Their faces haunt you in the quiet moments before dawn. You know that every birth is a battle between life and death. And you are the only soldier standing between a mother and the abyss. The woman before you is named Eliza. She is young, perhaps 19 years old, and this is her first child. Her husband, a blacksmith named Thomas, paces outside the door. You can hear his boots scraping against the dirt floor of the corridor, restless and afraid. Men are not allowed in the birthing chamber. This is a world of women, of blood and mystery, where men have no place and no power. Eliza's mother sits in the corner, her hands clasped in prayer, her lips moving silently. She looks at you with desperate hope, as if you are a saint who can perform miracles. You are not a saint. You are a woman with calloused hands and a leather pouch, filled with herbs, iron tools, and strips of clean linen. You learned this trade from your own mother, who learned it from hers. There are no books, no schools, no formal training. Everything you know was passed down through whispered lessons and blood-stained experience. You know how to turn a baby in the womb, how to stop bleeding with yarrow and shepherd's purse, how to say the right prayers to St. Margaret, the patron saint of childbirth. But you also know that sometimes none of it is enough. Eliza has been in labor for nearly 20 hours. The contractions began yesterday at dawn, and now the sun has set again, plunging the world into darkness. Her water broke hours ago, soaking the straw beneath her, filling the room with a sour, metallic smell. You have examined her repeatedly, your fingers slick with oil as you reach inside to feel the position of the child. What you find makes your stomach tighten with dread. The baby is breech. Its feet are coming first, not its head. This is one of the most dangerous presentations, and you know that both mother and child could easily die. You do not tell Eliza this. Instead, you smile and wipe her forehead with a damp cloth soaked in lavender water. You tell her she is doing well, that she is strong, that the baby will come soon. She grips your hand so tightly that your bones ache, and you let her. Pain shared is pain lessened, or so they say. Her mother begins to sing an old hymn, her voice trembling and thin. The sound fills the room like smoke, curling around the shadows, wrapping around your fear. You have delivered breech babies before. It can be done, but it requires patience, skill, and luck. You kneel between Eliza's legs and begin to work. Your hands are your tools, your fingers your instruments. You reach inside her, feeling for the tiny feet, trying to guide them downward. The baby is small, which is both a blessing and a curse. Smaller babies are easier to maneuver, but they are also more fragile. You close your eyes and concentrate, blocking out Eliza's screams, blocking out the prayers, blocking out everything except the feeling of flesh and bone beneath your fingertips. Then you feel it. A loop of something slippery and pulsing. The umbilical cord. It has slipped down alongside the baby's body, and now it is being compressed with every contraction. You know what this means. The cord is the baby's lifeline, carrying blood and oxygen from the mother. If it is crushed for too long, the baby will suffocate inside the womb. You have minutes, not hours, maybe less. Your heart begins to pound, but you force yourself to stay calm. Panic kills more people than any disease. You have seen midwives lose their composure and make fatal mistakes. You will not be one of them. You pull your hand out and reach for your pouch. Inside, you find a small vial of oil made from goose fat and chamomile. You pour it over your hands and forearms, slicking your skin until it gleams in the candlelight. Then you reach inside Eliza again, this time pushing deeper, trying to shift the cord away from the baby's body. Eliza screams louder than before, a raw, animalistic sound that makes her mother sob. You ignore it. You have to. You find the cord and gently maneuver it to the side, creating a small pocket of space. It is delicate work, like threading a needle in the dark. One wrong move and the cord could tear, or the baby could shift into an even worse position. Sweat drips down your face, stinging your eyes. Your shoulders ache, your fingers cramp, but you do not stop. Finally, you feel the baby begin to move. The feet emerge first, tiny and wrinkled and impossibly fragile. You grasp them carefully, supporting them with one hand, while using the other to guide the rest of the body. The legs come next, then the torso, but the head is still trapped inside. This is the most dangerous moment. If the head does not come out quickly, the baby will die. You have seen it happen before. You have held dead infants in your arms, their faces blue and still, and you have watched mothers crumble into grief. You cannot let that happen tonight. You reach up and hook your fingers around the baby's shoulders, pulling gently but firmly. Eliza is barely conscious now, her strength nearly gone. Her mother is praying louder, faster, her voice rising in desperation. You pull again, harder this time, and suddenly the head slips free. The baby tumbles into your hands, slick and silent and terrifyingly still. You do not breathe. You do not think, you act. You turn the baby upside down and slap its back once, twice, 3 times. Nothing. You clear its mouth with your finger, scooping out mucus and fluid. Still nothing. You blow gently into its tiny nose, filling its lungs with your own breath. And then, finally, a sound. A weak sputtering cry. The baby gasps and wails, its skin turning from blue to pink. You have done it. The child lives, but Eliza does not move. You hand the baby to her mother and turn your attention back to the young woman on the straw mattress. Blood is pooling beneath her, dark and thick, spreading like a shadow. Too much blood, far too much. You press your hands against her belly, trying to massage the womb and encourage it to contract, to stop the bleeding, but it does not work. The blood keeps coming, soaking through the straw, dripping onto the floor. You grab handfuls of yarrow and shepherd's purse, stuffing them inside her, packing the wound. Still, the blood flows. Eliza's eyes flutter open. She looks at you, and for a moment there is clarity in her gaze. She knows. Women always know. She reaches for your hand and you take it, holding it tightly. Her lips move, forming a single word. Baby. You nod and bring the infant to her, placing it on her chest. She smiles, a weak, fleeting smile, and then her eyes close. Her breathing slows, and then it stops. You sit back on your heels, your hands covered in blood, your heart hollow. The baby cries in its grandmother's arms. Thomas bursts into the room, his face desperate, and then crumbles when he sees his wife's body. You do not speak. There are no words. You gather your tools, wash your hands in a basin of cold water, and step out into the night. The stars are bright above, cold and distant and indifferent. You walk home alone, carrying the weight of another life lost, another face to haunt your dreams. This is what it means to be a midwife. This is the price of bringing life into a world that takes it away so easily.